why do I want a Gen 3 paddle? It's kind of like bringing a knife to a gunfight. If you're playing with somebody at equal rating and you're playing with a Gen 2 paddle versus a Gen 3 paddle, you are at a disadvantage. So I've been playing with friends and they have the Joola 4 paddle. Another one has one of the carbon Trufoams. So I got to hit with both of those just before I picked up my Gen 3 from Friday paddle that you see here. And I'm going to tell you, you can hardly tell the difference. In fact, I think this paddle hits actually better than the Trufoam and very similar to the Joola 4. The Trufoam for me was head heavy. This is not. When I got it out of the box, it was a 7.9 ounces. The swing weight came in at 111 or 112, which is very light, and that's what you want to have for hands battles at the nets. The twist weight was about 5.9, and that's very common when you have a lighter paddle. But what I do is I always add 3 grams of weight at the 8 and 4 position, right where the curve starts at the bottom of the paddle. And what that does, that increases the twist weight. And I got the twist weight up to 6.5, which is very respectable. So make sure if you get this, make sure you weight it at those corners. And that's going to really expand the sweet spot. And I'm having no problem hitting it right on the sweet spot now that I weighted it that way. Gen 3 paddles are the same as Gen 2 paddles, except inside, instead of the polypropylene core being 10 or 12 millimeters, they're 8 millimeters. So they're smaller cells. So what that means is they're a tighter pattern. It's going to give you more power. The second thing Gen 3 paddles have are Gen 3 paddles have an extra layer. They have that foam layer around the outside like the Gen 2 paddles do. But they have a secondary layer of foam that melds into the core. And different companies put it in different places, but they meld into the core. And what that does is it gives them an extra generous sweet spot, but it also integrates with that really tight pattern of 8 millimeter cells, and it gives it a plush power feel. So you've heard the term trampoline effect. That's what Gen 3 paddles have. They have a trampoline effect. If you think of the Mod TAs from Joola or the 3S's, some of the other power paddles that are out are the carbon Trufoam, the blue core from Diadem, the Ultimate Power Pro from Gearbox. They're great paddles. They really are. But they're also $275, $300 paddles. You're not going to have to spend $275. $99 for this paddle through the end of May. That's nuts. But if you want one, if you go to the comments below, you're going to see a little link. If you click on that link, it will take you right to the Friday site. You can buy one of these right through the end of May. Who knows what's going to happen with tariffs? It might have to go up a little bit in price, but you know Friday, 4.88, 4.86 out of 5. As far as quality is concerned, you know it's not going to be expensive. But if you can grab one before the end of May for $99, I'm telling you, do that.
Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new videos.
Okay, so I'm here with the Fever now, and we're going to be hitting some dinks with it. And if you'll notice, my dinks are not going to be any different from my regular dinks because I'm not engaging the core. So all I'm doing is using the top 3 layers of the carbon fiber on this, and I can hit my normal dinks until I decide I want to engage the core and do that. Hit some more. So that's where the ball comes from. When it's back here like this and I can really put some top spin on, I can really hit hard. All I'm doing, and I'm not swinging hard. This is the key thing. I'm keeping it down. So here's a little tip I would give you if you're looking at this, is make sure your paddle stays out front when you're hitting these shots. So when you're hitting these shots, they're not too far out, because that's all you need to do. Just get it right here and rip it over there. If I'm doing serves, I'm going to engage that core. And it really put a lot of speed on it. So you're only engaging the core when you're really putting some muscle on it. When you're just dinking or hitting lobs or hitting drop shots, you're not engaging the core. That's the nice thing about Gen 3 paddles.